Silence is directed by Martin Scorsese and it stars Andrew Garfield and Adam Driver. And this movie tells a story of two Jesuit priests who travel to Japan in an effort to rescue their mentor, who is portrayed by Liam Neeson. Now, I'm not really saying anything that you guys probably don't already know, but Martin Scorsese is a really good director. And he's one of my personal favorite directors of all time. He's probably in my top 3. His array of filmography is absolutely astounding. And even in his later age, the man has not skipped a beat. What was funny is I actually had planned to do a little mini series where I reviewed some of Scorsese's films, and I did actually review The Wolf of Wall Street, but I had a plan to review Goodfellas and Raging Bull, but because of life, that didn't happen. This is a film that Scorsese has been trying to make for decades. So I was excited to see what Martin Scorsese's passion project would be. Something that I really did admire about this film is its performances. Andrew Garfield has killed it this year with Hacksaw Ridge and now Silence. And he's continuing to prove that he is an extremely talented actor. He gives such a heartbreaking and genuine performance that just seeps off the screen. His co-star Adam Driver isn't in the film much. I really do like Adam Driver. He's an extremely talented actor, but his performance in this film wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I do have to give this cast props though, because not only Andrew Garfield, but Adam Driver and Liam Neeson all lost a significant amount of weight for this film. Silence is a really difficult film to get through. It's a 2.5 hour long movie, and some of the stuff in this film is so hard-hitting and it doesn't shy away from showing you anything. There's some really disturbing, just grisly violence in this film. And that's something that I feel like Scorsese did very well. He's trying to paint this picture of these barbaric people doing just absolutely terrible things. And my favorite part about Silence was its directing, because Martin Scorsese crafted such a beautiful looking film. What was interesting though is he doesn't leave that patented Scorsese stamp on it. And I commend him from that, because he did this film in such a tasteful way, and it's a subject that if he did put his patented Scorsese seal on, it would come off really weird. This film wasn't perfect for me. I really did like it, but I do have a few problems with it. And a lot of it is due to the fact that this movie is 2.5 hours long. And this film has a lot of fat on it. There's a ton of stuff that could be cut back. For example, a majority of this film, you're watching people trying to decide whether or not to denounce the faith. And I totally get that's what this movie is about, but this film's runtime is majority of it is taken up by watching people deciding whether or not to step on this tablet. In the first few times he does do it, it's effective, but once you get to the end of the film and you've seen it like 10 times, it does get a little tedious. And Silence does something that another movie that came out this year did, and that was Birth of a Nation. Now, Silence is a totally leaps and bounds better than The Birth of a Nation, but a problem that I had with that film was a bulk of that movie was watching these slaves get tortured. And it's not that I was like, oh, that's too much violence, you don't need that much violence. I'm saying that in a 2.5 hour long movie, when you dedicate 35 minutes of watching people get tortured, it tends to run a little long. And I don't think that you need that 2.5 hour long runtime. If he would have cut back some fat and made this a solid, concise 2-hour film, I probably would have loved this movie. Overall, Silence is a film that I really admire because of its performances and its magnificent directing. And due to its sizable runtime, I could never see myself rewatching this film. So did you guys see Silence? What did you think about it? What is your favorite Martin Scorsese film? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, click on the link down below and subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie related things. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.